Joining me now is TalkTV presenter Sharon Osbourne from her home in Los Angeles. Sharon, this is such a wretchedly sad day, isn't it?
Oh my Lord, it's heavy heart, a really, really heavy heart. It's, you know, you and I, millions of people have grown up with her, and she's always been this tower of strength and dignity for our country. And you know, it's heartbreaking. I'm heartbroken for our country, and I'm heartbroken for the family.
Yeah, it's easy to forget, isn't it? It's easy to forget, isn't it, Sharon, that there is a huge family there, and she's the head of that family. Obviously, they lost Prince Philip last year, and now the Queen.
Yes, yeah, because royal, I think so many people miss the point. They are a family, a tight-knit family. And, you know, the grandchildren, the grandchildren, you know, her children. I mean, they must be devastated, completely devastated.
Sharon, when people who aren't British ask you about the Queen and sort of say, well, what's the point of her and what is she? What was your answer? What do you feel she represented for us as a nation?
Oh, strength. And like I say, why everybody want to come to Britain? Because of our traditions, because of our royal family, everything that comes out of Britain. I mean, it's historical, and she kept going. She kept that going, and that's what makes Britain different to every other country. Our traditions. I mean, look what we went through this year with celebrating her. I mean, it was magnificent. Nobody does that like the English do it.
And you know what, Sharon? I was told actually by somebody very close to the royal family, there were serious fears in the family that she wouldn't actually live long enough for the Platinum Jubilee, and that she suddenly rallied quite soon near to the celebration starting. She rallied again, and they believe it was because she just wanted to go through that and share that moment with the country and with the people. And then she came out on that balcony. Really, it was all she did. But what a moment that was when the Queen appeared on Buckingham Palace balcony. I was there covering it for Fox, and I remember watching this little lady come out, 96 years old, and the roar that went up right the way down the Mall was absolutely spine-tingling.
It's like this will never happen again in our country, that there will be a monarch that will reign for so long, and a woman that is, you could never ever say anything against the Queen. She never went wrong with one step. And when she took her oath that she would be a servant to this country, she never broke it.
Sharon, I've got a statement here. This is from our new king, King Charles. The death of my beloved mother, Her Majesty the Queen, is a moment of the greatest sadness for me and all members of my family. We mourn profoundly the passing of a cherished sovereign and a much-loved mother. I know her loss will be deeply felt throughout the country, the realms and the Commonwealth, and by countless people around the world. During this period of mourning and change, my family and I will be comforted and sustained by our knowledge of the respect and deep affection in which the Queen was so widely held. You know, it's hard, isn't it, Sharon, to imagine that there is any other figure in the world who commands such universal recognition, but also, crucially, respect. Even if you didn't believe in the monarchy, I think people respected the Queen.
She has served this country her entire life. Can you imagine the things that she must have put aside personally, family-wise, things that she would have loved to have done to serve her country? Never put a foot wrong. I mean, a magnificent woman, and, you know, she will go down in history as the greatest queen this country has ever had.
I think she'll go down as the greatest monarch there's ever been. You know, I just think there was a young French king who was 4 years old, little Louis, when he took over, but that doesn't count. And if you take him out of the equation, she's the longest reigning monarch that there has ever been in the history of this planet. And that's an amazing achievement that we should be hugely proud of. But my question, I think, finally, Sharon, for you, is we've got to now imagine, for the first time in our lives, a life without this lady at the top, without her as the figurehead for our country. And I think it's going to be a really difficult period for Britain, isn't it? A hard period, a sad period, and a sort of unsettling one.
It's unsettling, and I know the mourning will go on and on and on for our Queen. People will never stop mourning for her. But I do have to say that I think Charles will be an amazing king. I have so much respect for him, and I think that he will take care of all of us.
Well, you know what? He's the longest-serving king in waiting, which I think is probably great for the country because he's had so long to prepare for this, to watch how his mother has led the country. And I agree with you. I think Charles will be a very good king. I don't think it'll be easy. I think it's going to be hard to follow that act because she was so irreplaceable in many ways. But Charles, I think, will be a good king.
He will be a good king. He can't fill her shoes, but he will do it his way.
Yeah.
And he will, I have full confidence. I adore him. I respect him, and he will do great things for this country.
Sharon, it's great to talk to you on this incredibly sad day for the country. Thank you for joining me.
Bless you, darling.